worst case, we can stitch it or just have another one. Maybe we'll just cut it off at the gate. Well, no, we have recorded all the way this far.
Wow.
Might as well just keep. Well, no, one of them's charging and the other one is like that one's the one Jessica's using right now is at, I would imagine, 30-something%. That cable, you see the cable guardrail? There's more like cable guardrail up here. Girls, do you see anything?
No.
Look, Ellie, on your side, do you see a house?
Should I shine my light out the window
I'll tell
and
you
keep
if I
watch?
see
No, the light's not gonna help. It's the opposite of. There it is. There it is.
Okay.
It's probably on your side because remember we told
It's not on my side, Ellie. You're making no sense. I'm not confused about where the house is.
Oh, that house. Is that civilization?
No, that's somebody's. Some recluse who's up here. Good for them. I mean, they're. You know, they probably are just up here. There's not a place to see visitors.
I would not like
Oh, this Uber must have come to the wrong house. 48 miles away from the closest place that's ever had an Uber ride.
Yeah, these people don't even know what an Uber is.
Go on, get. You're not from around here.
You ain't from these parts now. Go on up that dusty trail.
Amelia. I got it this time. I think I got it. I don't have it. I don't have it. Oh my god. I'm
Okay.
doing like finger gymnastics over here. Trying to get the phone out.
Finger gymnastics. That's interesting.
Amelia, can you do it again? I'm sorry. I pushed it towards you. It should be by your foot. Look at this tree up there. I think we're coming out on that clearing soon, right? Were you able to grab it? Amelia,
Yeah?
were you able to grab the phone? It's by your foot.
you dropped it again.
Yes, I'm sorry. Jeez, I already asked you nicely to grab it. It's right by the seat rail. It's not as far back as it was last time. It's actually easier to find. Jeez, kid, really? Oh, thank you.
Don't drop it again.
I wasn't trying to. Sorry, kid. Oh, not like that sound.
What was that?
I don't know.
Rattling metal of the
Hopefully it was just a rock, like, flinging off the tire.
Okay. Treat.
Good night. I'm tired.
At least we can't say we missed something. You know, now we've gone down both roads. Holy hell. I thought for sure we'd be out in the clearing by now. Definitely went a little further than I thought. Wow. Someday when you tell these stories, people aren't even going to believe you on some of the details. You know?
Imagine
Oh, this is the one where it's like
still lit.
no exit or whatever.
Imagine if the candle was still lit.
Yeah, it'd be creepy. Especially if some hunter comes across it. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, let's swing around and get a good look at what the house is over here.
It's like they're clearing land. Like, are they gonna start building? How would they build in the middle
How
of nowhere?
close are we to civilization?
Not close at all. Pretty far. What is that orange thing? Do you see that? Is that a tree?
It almost looks like. What is that?
Oh, I see it. Guys, should I? It's like an orange net.
Amelia, please give me a warning before you start using the flashlight. For the love of God.
It's an orange net.
I mean, I totally get why you're using it. Great idea. Just give me a heads up. Jeez.
Oops, sorry.
That's all good.
Long line is a net. Where'd it go?
Oh, you're looking for the orange thing again?
Yeah, oh,
It's right there.
What is that? Long orange thing?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that's a net. Eliana's right. It's netting.
See?
What is netting doing?
I don't know, so at some point it was a construction site or something and like an open construction site and they were using that netting. That actually would make sense.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Okay.
Amelia!
Oh my
Imagine
god.
like a.
I'll never make that noise again.
Imagine a 7-foot
Ellie, imagine the longest span of time that's ever happened. Are you imagining that?
Yeah.
Are you imagining that? Okay. Imagine a time twice as long as from the Big Bang when the universe started to now. Are you imagining that? Okay. Now times it by 10. And after that amount of time has passed, I still don't want you to make that noise again. How would I like that black coffee? I would like it in a cup. Please don't just splash it on my face. That's fucking creepy. What is that?
That sign didn't even have any words on it.
I know. It was a hanger for signs, I think. But it also is kind of creepy. Like, I don't know. Look at that. It's just got hooks on it.
Right?
You hang people with it, Dad.
Here's what to say.
It's a hanging ring.
It is kind of creepy.
What's its use?
Well, they hang during snowmobile season. There's probably
Oh, yeah.
signs that they hang
That
out.
makes sense. Smart.
So now we're taking a right when we get into the intersection.
Yes, sir.
Amelia, I need you to close the window. We're done.
Get the window.
Yes. I've got very mild heat coming in. I don't have the heat blasting. I don't have cold air either. Oh, God. It's crazy. You know what skit I'm talking about, Ellie? With Brian Regan talking about black
Yeah,
coffee?
the black coffee.
How would I like that
Show
black
it to the
coffee?
darkest
I would like
of
it
outer
in a
space.
cup. Don't just splash it on my face. Yeah, he says it. Imagine, close your eyes and imagine the darkest thing in the universe. Then color in between the lines with a magic marker.
And a black rocket ship, remember? Black rocket
Yeah, put it in a black rocket ship and shoot it out into the depths of space into a black hole and then double that.
Go into the blackest blackness.
Hey, look at
It's
that.
definitely a mouse.
Right? All right.
Ah! Sorry.
This backseat flashlight situation, I'm not liking it.
Yes, sorry, I've actually turned on.
Alright, it's not the end of the world. It's just when we're on a dirt road and I see a bouncy light coming up from behind me, you know what I think of, Ellie? I think some idiot in a redneck Bigfoot is plowing through the woods and about to fly into us. You know, like a Bigfoot truck. Like somebody is coming out of the woods, Ellie.
A
'cause it's
redneck truck.
just some giant truck is bearing down on us with KC lights or something. I don't know.
Random giant truck.
Sure. It's not that impossible. People do die in snowmobile accidents and other stupid accidents where
No, someone's
collide in the
skateboarding
woods.
now. It's a redhead skateboarding, and it's turned into a monster truck. It looks like a monster, and it has limbs on it. Yep.
I don't know about you guys, I'm starving. If we get to civilization,
Say the scariest thing in the world and add on to it to make it as scary as possible.
where is this
To
bridge?
make it into a situation. Go.
Scariest thing ever?
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's scary.
You're defusing a bomb on an aircraft in the rear of the fuselage. It's duct taped to your best friend. The plane has engine failure. The tail section rips off, and the parachute was in the front of the plane, and you need to
you
somehow
can't
get
breathe.
out and do both.
And you can't breathe. You can barely
Well,
see.
in the upper hemisphere, you're right.
And your
Lack of
nose is
oxygen.
bleeding.
Is this
And
creepy?
you're losing a leg.
Did I watch that thing with you about the reality of those safety videos? The safety talks on planes. It's some of it's kind of hyperbolic, some of it's just kind of nonsense, but some of it's actually true.
Worse.
Like one of the things they say is that the oxygen's actually there to just kind of calm you down so you don't panic. If there's a real need for the oxygen, you're probably going to die anyway. You might as well die happy because the oxygen gives you a euphoric feeling.
You do things that are scary. I do animals.
And it is true that you put the oxygen on yourself, then your child, right? Because the kid can't help you. A small child can't. Your toddler's not going to be able to help you with the oxygen. You need to put it on you first, and then you can help out your child. So it's one of the few instances where the instinctual need to preserve your child, which most good parents have, you have to override that for a split second and worry about you first so you don't pass out, so that you can get to the point where you put the oxygen on your child. And even if they pass out for a few seconds, they're not going to die. Like, they're not in the upper atmosphere. So, another one.
A lot of
What's up
mice.
with all these mice? I know, right?
They're so cute, tiny.
Well, there you go. There's that whole mice of Vermont thing.
Dad,
Bridge.
now think of your thing
No,
versus
instead of
Nice.
deer,
my
it's
scary
freaking
thing.
mice.
Dad, think of your scary thing versus my scary thing.
what's your scary thing?
There's a snake, a huge, a titanoboa snake wrapped around you. You're being impaled by a tree, slowly falling down. You are blind. You have a bloody nose.
Why would that even matter? I'm being impaled by a tree and a boa constrictor suffocating me.
Oh my god, and
This would be so much
Let me
better if
finish.
I wasn't
Let me
blind.
finish. And there's a tornado going on, and
Oh
it's
my
whipping
God.
you around. It's like the tree's wiggling inside of you.
Yeah.
And
Look at them all.
Another
Do you see all these
mouse.
mice?
meanwhile, there
Wow.
are disgusting leeches being inside of your brain. I don't know.
Oh my
what's
god.
killing
Well, I hope I die of that immediately.
you.
The snake can have my corpse once my brain is dead.
and even worse, there's a bear that has a gun and it's aiming it at your
Oh my god.
eye.
Alright, now we're just getting. We're going from absurd to completely ridiculous.
And it's not any type of gun. It is a grenade launcher.
Well, good, because that'll be a quick death, so I hope that bear takes me out.
and it doesn't work. But instead he has
It is East
toys,
Haven.
and there's someone
you're
It's
eating
not
razor
Granby.
blade cereal.
See
Dad,
that?
you're eating razor
Yeah.
blades. Hey, Dad, you're eating razor
Which is
blades
worse,
and diesel
mine?
fuel.
Dad, which is worse, mine or yours?
I guess yours is worse.
Dad, you're eating razor blades and
Here,
and, like,
listen. You want to hear a real scary story though, like something that actually happened to me as a kid?
Yes.
Sure.
I've told you about the rabid dog that approached me while I was under the street light in Almost Home, and all I had was my hockey stick, and I was worried about. I told you about that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so another story that I don't know if I ever told this to you. I randomly thought of it at work the other day. Somebody brought up grains, or they said cereal or something, and it made me think of the fields of wheat beyond my grandparents' house.
The
Starkers.
story of the guy that like was a potential criminal.
Well, no, that's kind of creepy, but it was nothing. He's probably if my Starkey was friends with him, I guarantee he was a political prisoner. He probably did nothing wrong. He probably criticized the communists, and they locked him up for that. But no, actually, funny because that happened within the same time period. Somebody escaped from prison, and I remember my cousin kept just going on and on and on about it because she thought it was awesome to make me all that, but I remember my thought process was, don't be ridiculous. Like, even as a kid, I remember thinking, like, don't be silly. Like, it's not an escaped convict crouching down in the brain. And then I thought, could be a rabid dog, though. Could be a wolf. So we ended up, I'm pretty sure I ran halfway home and just laughing and laughing because it was so funny. Well, she was 3 years older than me, so I was definitely an easy target.
Do you think she's still alive? Is she?
So we just came out of Granby. So Granby's literally nothing. There's not a single road in Granby. And apparently we're in Victory now. Did you see that sign over
Do you
there?
know if her cousin's
No.
still alive? Is she?
Yes, she's alive. She's 3 years older than me, Elliot.
Amelia
90.
said that she knows. She can't be.
Eliana, I did not say that. I literally said to you, Eliana, that's a stupid question. She probably like most likely is. Oh my god, civilization.
I wouldn't call it that, but it's the town hall. Look at
Remember the creepy dog from last time?
Yeah, they like didn't move.
Yeah, it just literally was just standing there. It was really creepy.
It's a good guard dog.
Okay. Back down.
Why do you have a Kendo? Look at
You want to do it?
That looks like a Kendo.
She got the apple bottom jeans.
What's going on with this thing? Oh, that's why.
By the way, Dad, that's the house that the weird dog was at.
I know. I'm very well aware.
If I'm wrong.
So, no license plate house tonight. I kind of thought about going back there, but... Oh, did you see that? They have Halloween lights up. It would be kind of cool to see it, because it would... Think about how reflective some of those plates would be.
Right? That would be cool.
Next time. I'm sure whenever the heck we